Hello, happy Tuesday. Yes, I totally know that it is not Monday, and we typically do our live data bites on Monday. But yesterday was a little bit crazy because it was parent teacher day, parent teacher conference day at my kid's school. Yes, I have the incredible benefit. The teachers at my kids' school have the incredible benefit that they do not have to do it in the afternoons and in the evenings the way that I had to when I was in the classroom. But as a working parent, that means it takes up your workday. So it is now Tuesday, October 1st. We made it to October. Holy shamoly, we've come all this way. So yes, on Tuesday, thanks for your flexibility and your understanding and all of that. What I wanted to jump in and talk about and think about is this intersection of place and our sense of place and our understanding of place, and how there's so many incredible opportunities that we have when we're thinking about place, either our geographic location and connecting our students' learning to that geographic understanding of where they are, the ecology, the culture, the people, the communities in that geographic space, as well as like places of different sort of emotional, mental, physical capacities to it. We all exist in places. And data, something that we often use to collect information about, make observations about our places, our spaces, different things like that. Because I am part of a couple incredible projects, and I'm like hearing about other incredible projects where people are doing some really fascinating, awesome work at this intersection. It's kind of like the work that Kim Castens and her colleagues have done, looking at that interface of like, okay, we move from learner-generated data where they have a lot of like, they are empowered by it, they're energized it, they have collected their data, they've got an intuitive sense of the data, they kind of understand a bit more about the metadata because they themselves collected it, and we transition into data somebody else collected, professionally collected data that enables us to sort of ask bigger and deeper and broader questions of our data. Thinking about this intersection of place and data, place is a way that we can sort of situate ourselves, we can personalize the learning, we can engage our learners, all of these great pedagogical pieces that we are integrating into our classrooms every day, and think about, and how does data fit into that? And I want to share sort of two interesting components or resources that are out there to draw your attention to them, because I think they are awesome and fantastic. And so I wanted to share them today. So a couple things. Wait, give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Let me shift over to the right window on where we are and different things. And I should have pulled this up ahead of time, but working things out as we go. Okay, so first off, what I am sharing here is this amazing sort of blog post written by colleagues of mine that are leading the charge on this Places project that they are working on. And Places is an acronym. Oh my goodness, look at the name of this project. Broadening data fluency through the integration of NASA assets and place-based learning to advance connections, education, and stewardship, which is called Places for short. And Sarah Salzberg has this incredible work that she's done out of her research that's informing all of this great work that they are doing on the Places project. And they explain it here with great tangible examples of like, what does this actually look like in our classroom? The Places project is doing a lot around professional learning. We are sort of incorporating all of our pieces of what we know of the work that we do with schools and districts across the country around data and wrapping our heads around data. But the Places project, so super excited to be part of it, is looking at this intersection of place, science, and data, and thinking about the affordances, the opportunities for this place-based data-rich instruction, and how we get different things on all these different components around the square, sort of where those overlapping circles are on the Venn diagram. So as I said, they walk through some great examples of what this can mean in this very accessible sort of blog post that folks that are leading the charge on this project have put together in terms of things like different entryways, right? Working with data is messy. That's something I say all the time. Like there's different ways in and out of the data. Okay, so this is resource number 1 that I will put in the link. It's integrating place-based data-rich instruction in science education. So it's a link to this blog post. The other one is a NSF-funded project where they're doing a whole host of sort of super cool science on the Santa Cruz River in Arizona, and all these incredible opportunities for teachers to engage in that resource and develop a bunch of different resources, activities, lesson plans, and things like that. And purposely looking at this integration, this intersection of place and data, and helping students in the Arizona area learn about their communities, their watersheds, their ecosystems, and then thinking about it in different ways. And on their website, you can go to learn and then educators and go through, and you can get to this Santa Cruz River lessons and activities. I'll put this direct link in. And there are a range of different awesome lesson plans that teachers have used and have integrated in with their students, looking at snippets of data through petroglyphs and getting students to think about data of their memories and visualizing those memories, storytelling through the science to connect to that place, visualizing the data that we have and different components like that. And so I will connect in, as I said, put links to those different resources, but there's a whole treasure trove. These are just 2. One's a little more like, let's think about it theoretically, like why is this important? One is a direct link to awesome lesson plans that teachers have been writing to think about like connecting students to using data to their place and different pieces like that. But there are a lot of other options out there. In fact, I would love to hear how you are sort of sitting at this intersection with your students of helping them connect to place and spaces through data. And how is that going? What strategies are you using? What hurdles are you hitting? What celebrations do you have? It would be so wonderful to hear all of those different pieces. So please feel free to share them in the comments below or send them to us at support@dataspire.org. That is a fantastic way. We love hearing from you. It is so fun to hear from you all and you and your colleagues and all of those different pieces about all the incredible work that you are doing out there. A few final things to wrap up. 1, we have our first of the monthly series for the 2024-2025 school year kicking off in terms of our strategy shareouts. It is next, and by next Wednesday, I mean tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow, we are going to be kicking things off for our October monthly session, strategy share out, free, an hour. Come join us, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. We are going to be talking about drawing conclusions from data and what are some strategies that we can help our students use to draw better conclusions from their data. So if you're interested, if you're free, please come join us. We would love for you to be part of the conversation. I'll put the link to register in the notes below, but no, this is the first of 8 in the series. And so we will be at this again the first Wednesday of November on November 6th. And there we'll be talking about creating and iterating data visualization. So the topic changes every month. So it's a monthly series. Each month join in for the first Wednesday of the month. Get a strategy, talk with fellow colleagues, walk away with some things you can try in your classroom tomorrow, all of those great things. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for all that you do. Keep exploring, stay curious, have fun playing with your data, and I'll see you tomorrow.